Oh, hey everybody, Paul here with you. It's getting along on my shift now, and very hot here. And I've calculated now that I have to have 4 of these filled with ice, and I have to buy 1 of these, and then I can make it through. So 1 of these with 4 cups of ice, and these are big cups. That's how it works. And you'll start getting low of liquid after about 5 hours here, because I don't get thirsty in the way that I gulp down a lot, but it's so hot here, and we have air conditioning as well here, but it doesn't seem to work right. So I'm doing that about every 3 minutes. So every 2-3 minutes or whatever, that takes out a cup in an hour. So it's been about 1 hour and 15 minutes here. Anyways, don't mean to bore you. It's good to have you with me. I just had an unusual thing happen. Nothing bad. I cut yards for people, as you know. I only have 4 people left now, because the one good account I had, it was a black woman. I cut her for many years. She was an older black woman, just retired. She had health problems, and but she was always nice to me. She was very good to me. And she went into the hospital in December, evidently, and she told me to go cut the yard, and she paid me by Western Union, and she did that twice. And after, I think it was the first part of January, I cut the yard and she paid me, and I didn't hear from her anymore. So it has been like about 5 months since I heard heads or tails out of her, and I thought she bought the farm. And matter of fact, I was almost certain about it. It's kind of in a little area that I don't like to go into because I just don't, and it's not real close to where I stay. But I just figured she'd met her maker, and she just called me. She left a text. Sorry, she didn't call. She left me a text, some sort of YouTube text. I don't know what. I still don't know what it was all about, but I remembered her number. I knew that number was that woman. So she called me and she told me that the house, the roof collapsed on her, and when that happened, she only had like 1 room that she could stay in, and 1 bathroom, and the kitchen was all collapsed, and she said the mice took over, and it was like a forced sale. So it was she had a nice pool too, actually, but it was all messed up, and it was a messed up place. But they wound up selling it by force. They forced her to sell, and they had so many liens on the property that she said she only got $90,000, and she said she's looking for a place to stay now. She wants to buy another house, but she's retired. I don't know how she's going to do it. But it was very good to hear from her, because I really thought she was dead. So I called her and we spoke for about half hour, and she was very anxious to talk to me for whatever the reason. So that was very strange. Anyways, why don't we just go ahead and there's no markets today. Why don't we just go ahead and see what's on the news? And I bought some really nice clothing. I'll show that to you next time. And some of it's going to go back. I'm looking to make one more perfume purchase, but the prices are all up now. I tried really hard to get these deals, and I couldn't do it. I did as much as I could, so I left myself in a bad position. But anyways, let's go ahead and let's get into the Drudge Report, and then we can call this quits, and at least this phone loads it up quickly. So let's go ahead and check out Drudge. Oil, at least gasoline. I wanted to fill up, but it was so busy at that gas station, I couldn't even do anything, and I was pressed for time. But the price came down to $3.41, and that's Shell gasoline. That's not like Marathon or the wacky packies that, Pakistanis or the Indians buy a gas station. Okay, now it's saying Iran Strait closed. What's this all about? Okay, here it is. Okay. So let's find out what's going on. You better get your $3.41 gas as much as possible. Cyclist arrested at reflecting pool is former Olympian who denies vandalism claims. I heard something about that last night. I don't know what it is. Okay, Iran Strait closed. We better have a look at this. This could be the news. Okay. Iran says Strait of Hormuz is closed over ceasefire violations. Later continued Israeli strikes in Lebanon. Thank the Jews in Israel, because they're going to wind up making this very, very difficult to survive here in the United States and elsewhere. It's going to destroy the economy. The gasoline going down to $3.41 here was a really good thing, but it ain't going to mean a rat's ass if it goes back up to $5, That's not going to help. All right, let's see what's going on. I'm not going to get into it, but it's pretty self-evident. Iran wants to protect their Muslim brothers, and Israel wants to have Airbnb, no Muslims and Airbnb. Look, I have my own feelings on it, and I'll keep those to myself. I don't like what's happening. I don't. And we need more than just something like, Trump, cuts his eyes at Netanyahu. We need something where we control them. Because right now they're controlling us. That's my opinion. Anyways, let's get into it and find out if there's anything else interesting. Trump fears about economy undercut leverage in talks. U.S. intel warns Israel likely to undermine peace deal. Of course. You wait. I told you. I think we're being set up. It looked like roses and candy and strawberries and rainbow clouds and puffy clouds and unicorns. But I have a feeling we're being set up, folks. I've been saying this for a while, as you know, which is why you come here, because at least I can think. He's Team USA's rising World Cup star and son of Super Bowl legend. All right, who is it? Alex Freeman chose soccer over football, even though his father was a Green Bay Packers great. Now at 21, he's the national team's breakout player. All right, well, God bless him. Can I tell you? Follow your heart's dream. The longest day, summer begins. Misinformation about sunscreen spreading on TikTok, researchers say. All right. Let's see. Mamdani Mania, all the little nerds that all want more money but don't understand business, they're all head over heels with him now. All right. The quiet unraveling of America's food safety net, where sharks are encountering people along the East Coast. Russia faces spreading fuel shortages after drones pummel refineries. It is possible. It is possible. It's hard to defend against these drones. I don't know. It's possible, certainly. Is it enough to keep Russia from taking Ukraine? I don't know. My grandmother ate boiled peanuts on her deathbed. So here I am eating boiled peanuts. And I try when I come up here to work, I usually get them. I didn't get them yesterday, but I get them every other day. All right, China's Navy tightening the noose on Taiwan. Support for British monarchy lowest in 30 years. The right-wing outsider who could be Colombia's next leader all right, and that's about it. There's really nothing happening, folks. Good to be with you. It was nice hearing from that woman. I'm glad she's alive. It doesn't do me any financial justice, but I'm glad to see that she's alive. She's a nice woman. Anyways, take care, folks. Thank you, number 15. I don't know if I told you that already, but we'll try to get a little fun stuff done today, okay? So you'll have something nice to look at. I'll see you later. I'll do something on the next video. I want to comment on something, but I'll do it next video. Bye.